You good? You going?
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm going as well. All
All
right.
right, yeah.
Shubby, how are you, man?
I'm good. Well, go on, coach. You know?
Thanks for coming in and
Yeah.
being part of this.
Thanks for
Um,
inviting me. I was gonna say like you should let me teach you some of Nigerian dialects.
we could
You
go
know what I'm
over
saying?
that
So
today.
like, okay, so say how far,
How far?
like how
How
far
far?
now. So that means like, what's going on? Like, how you doing? Like,
How far,
how's your day?
Shubby?
How far? I'm
Does it sound like
good.
how far?
I'm good, my
My
brother.
butchering it, my British accent.
Nah. The British accent makes it sound even cooler.
How far?
How
Okay.
far?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think you might be the most loved coach in SA United. So whenever I'm coaching my girls,
Yeah.
11s or 12s, and you just walk across the field,
Yeah.
like they just stop.
Yeah.
Hey, Shubby!
Yeah.
Hi, Shubby! Hey! So,
I'd be like, hi.
everyone's just got so much positive. You just bring so much
Yeah.
radiance and positivity to the
Nah,
club.
honestly
So,
though, I think it's credit to the club too, because this club it's a family club from what you get, and the positivity that everybody try to implements to each other, it's so dope, man.
Yeah.
So like I feel comfortable coming here. I'm happy coming here. Like, talking to you, Ivan, no, especially no is a different. That's my.
well, you
that's
work
my-
in academy with Noel. So
Um,
you interact because you coach the 16s, 14s, and 13s.
Yeah. So the 16s is the only academy with that. So I do deal with no, and I have two teams with that.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like I remember like one of my first time like working here. No, right. So we were doing like the little tryouts. So I put up my cones. Right. I was ready to do my session, and then No comes up and he's like, organization, mate, organization. Just starts picking it up, rearranging what he understood what I was trying to do, but
Yeah.
he saw like where I could mess up at. And one thing I really liked about that was that after that moment, he talked to me like, hey, I want you to get better with your organization. And literally from that conversation, all my sessions been perfect.
Yeah.
Like, like there's always like a structure to it. And just from that little interaction with No, so shout out to No.
I don't know that you can get much better mentor.
Nah,
than
seriously,
Noel. So
seriously.
being around him and the academy
Yeah,
program
yeah,
is awesome.
he's a great guy.
And I know we feel you're doing great things as well.
Nah, yeah, I appreciate it, yeah.
Well, okay. So what's your background in soccer then?
So-
Let's start. So how'd you get into the game?
Yeah,
How'd you get into like? Have you played?
Yeah.
So
So
tell us a bit more.
soccer, man, soccer is, that's my life. Like I bleed soccer. So, I'm Nigerian, like growing up in Africa, Nigeria, Lagos.
Were you born and raised in
Mhm,
Nigeria?
I was born
Yeah.
and raised over there. So, that's all I knew. Like my dad played, my brother, like my uncles, like everybody in my family played, like my cousins. And so growing up, we played a lot of street ball, like just
now
barefooted. That's just how it is. So when I came to America, I wanted to go play for school, but my mom took me to the hospital because I was having some like issues with my leg. And so the doctor basically, long story, was like, oh, you can't play because it's gonna affect you in the long run. So I'm like, man, how can I still be involved with soccer?
So
Since
you never played youth over here, or
no,
or
not
school, or high
not
school,
youth,
or anything?
not youth
No.
in America, no, but
Okay.
youth back at home
back
though,
in
yeah,
Nigeria,
because
okay.
I moved here when I was like 12.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was still like playing at home, but then when I came here trying to play, it
Okay.
wasn't.
So
you know what
doctor
I'm
said
saying?
can't play anymore.
Yeah, so
Your career's over at the
for
age of 12.
literally at the age of literally 13, it's
So,
like the worst.
How do you stay engaged in the sport then?
So literally, the coaches actually, so they knew how much like everybody knows how much I'm passionate about this game. Like
Yes.
I literally even last night on my TV, I'm like writing 3-4-3 tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like ways to implement this because this is something I'm gonna try to work on with my older boys. So growing up, it's the coaches around me. So like middle school coaches, high school coaches, right? So they all liked me. So they were like, they made me like kind of like a team manager. You know what I mean with the club. I mean with the school. So anyway, so every time that we be talking tactics, I'm there listening, paying attention. I'm studying at I'm like 14, 15 at this time, right? So I'm just learning. I'm looking. And when I'm watching the game or when I'll go, because at this time my dad is like probably 40 something. So he stopped playing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But he still goes do like Sunday league, with his friend. So I'm watching the game, and I'm not watching players play. I'm watching the structure. Like I know the tactical side of it, you know what I'm saying? So I've always just been a brainiac about it. Like so I'm like, okay, if a player's, has this ball in this position, how can he attract this player to create that space behind this other, just ways like this. So that's even it got boring for me watching Chelsea games, like
Yeah.
Man City games, because I'm not watching the skill or the the flair, which is all cool and stuff, but I'm watching other stuff behind the scenes, you know. So anyway, so from that, long story short, I started going to like this indoor soccer place, and I met this guy named Marco, and Marco was just kind of like, he wanted my advice because every time I go watch his team play, he just wanted my implementation. And at this time I'm like 20, 21, so I have knowledge about soccer, but then he kind of saw that I understood it very well. Like I could see things that maybe the other players couldn't really understand, you know. So I would just give him my 2 point, and then Marco was kind of like, hey, you should like coach, like, you know, you should actually like get into this, you know. So, and then from there, like I just started kind of like dabbling, and then I got into my courses, and then I met Coach Daniel Pastad, and he was the one who gave me my first coaching job and all that. And then
was he, because he's at Premier, he's the director
Premier,
of Premier.
yeah,
Was he at Premier when you first met
Yeah,
him?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you coached over there first?
Yes, for like a little bit.
Because Daniel's a great guy.
Yeah, he's
got a good relationship with him.
Got
a good relationship with him.
He's a good mentor. He's a strict guy, but super good mentor.
Okay, you know you got into Premier, and started doing your coaching badges with them.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
Maybe like not even a month, like less, because I had to travel to St. Louis. So from me going to St. Louis, I actually coached at St. Louis too, because I wanted to keep
youth again or school.
Yeah, youth
again. Okay.
Yeah.
What age groups?
Can
you remember?
Like maybe like U9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very very like academy, and then from that I was coming back to San Antonio because my mother got sick and stuff like that. So, excuse me. So when I came, I was trying to look for like a coaching job immediately because at this moment Daniel was out of town, so I couldn't get in contact with him, but I needed some like work. You know what I'm saying? I needed to do something. So I went on Facebook, and then Ivan, you know what I'm saying, Coach Ivan, then he messaged me, and then they had me waiting for like months. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like, yo, like, did I get the job, fam? Like what's going on, yo? Like, so anyway, so Noel called me then. Okay. And Noel was like, hey, come to the session. You're gonna be with Coach Seth and Brandon. And I met Brandon. Yeah. And then I shadowed Brandon for a little bit, and then from there, like, I'm the type to ask questions, right? Because I want to learn. I want to be the best person as I can be. You know, that's just my mentality. Yeah. Especially not being able to pursue my dream, my coaching, my playing career, right? You know what I'm saying?
So I think that's one of the best things about you is that you're kind of like this sponge.
Yeah.
And there's not many coaches who seek like the information you want at their club. Yeah. So the thing with you and other, we've spoke about this with some of the other senior staff as well, is that you're always asking questions. Yeah. You've come out and you've watched me and my girls train a few times.
Yeah.
Duncan, after training, you're sticking around for 45 minutes. Yeah. You'll watch the girls. Yeah. During the session, you're asking me questions like, why am I doing that? Why is this player doing that? Why have I set that up? And it's not isolated. You do it quite a lot. Yeah. And like I said, it's not just me. Like you just mentioned Duncan Seth, there. You go and watch Seth. Yeah. And that's brilliant because we can all learn. Doesn't matter how experienced you are, right? We can all learn off of each other. So I could watch your session and I will take things away from it. I love Shubby doing this. All right, I'll go and watch, someone else. That's a great session, or not a great session. I would do this differently, or I would tweak that, or I really like that. Do you know what I mean?
No, of course, definitely.
That's one of the things that I've always loved about you. Is
honestly,
you just want to learn.
And honestly, I think that's the best way to, because I hate this mentality where you go into places and you feel like you know everything, because not everybody knows everything. No. Albert Einstein, he didn't know. He knew a lot, but you cannot put him on a soccer field, right? Because he probably will understand what the hell's going on. Just like
I don't want to see him coach now. I don't want to see an Albert Einstein
that would be
team
interesting. The 3-1-4.
Okay.
But not like seriously. So I feel like everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and I always say everything I do is weakness because I always want to get strength. Like, that's just my mentality, right? So I know that I might not be the best at this, but I'm gonna give everything I can. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how I was raised. Especially coming from Africa, right? It's cutthroat. Did you ever go to Africa? Have you ever traveled out there?
I mean, I've travelled, but I've never travelled over to Africa.
Where have you been to? Like, where have you travelled to?
A lot of European places.
Okay.
But none of it was soccer related. Like, I spent a month in New Zealand. Wow. I've been to the Czech Republic. Yeah. I've been to France. Actually, I did do as a youngster when I was 16, playing for a hometown team called Woodley Saints. We did go on a tour to Cork in Ireland.
Okay.
And that was something else.
Where's that at? Corky Island? That's
Republic of Ireland.
Republic of Ireland.
Yeah, Republic of Ireland. So it's in Britain.
Shout out to Lawrence.
Shout out to Lawrence, Republic of Ireland, right?
Lawrence,
and we played against some Irish teams, and that was fun. But I mean, with the club, been to Sweden and Denmark. I've been, we've done the Gothia Cup a couple of years ago. The club took players over to. We went back to England, and they watched multiple games and trained. So I've travelled, but not that far out. No.
Yeah.
I would love to, because I want to go back to something you said right at the start about the street soccer.
Man, that's literally
if you want to be a player, if you want to be a baller. You go and play your street soccer. It's. I mean, I don't know about you, and please tell me about it. But in England, obviously, our culture is football. We have other sports, rugby, cricket, and so on. But it's kind of like a religion. Football,
no, it is.
Like every single village, town, city, club, football. We would play in the playground with our friends during recess. After school, we would go down the local park, throw down 2 jumpers, and play 5-on-5, 6-on-6, 7-on-7 until mum and dad said, "Hey, it's time to come home." In the days where there's no cell phones or any of this, I grew up learning the game in the park,
and that's literally
what it is. Gave me then a basis or the tools to then go into a club.
We'll put in rocks.
So
as the goals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like trash cans as the goals.
So what's your street soccer experience then? I mean,
literally, man, just barefooted. You know, like what you said, 3 versus 3. You know what I'm saying? 4 versus 4. How many people are in there, in the session? You know, and it's fun. That's what soccer. It's just fun, bro. Like it's authentic fun, and that's why I hate coaches that are so on academy players, where they're like, "Oh, why you not doing this? You're not just got good at this, da 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 da." I'm like, yo, he's 7, he's 8. You know what I mean?
Do you think we're getting too robotic? Got to shoot here, pass there, do that there. Yeah. Do you think we're coaching the flair and the freedom out of players?
I don't like video game coaching. I agree with you. Like if you talk to any of my players, right, 1v1s, yo, take them on. Be confident in your ability. I don't like to take that away from them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I know that this player really has a technical ability, I want him to get out that shell. Don't be nervous. You know what I mean? Like even if you're gonna lose it, work hard to regain the ball back. You know, and I'm really big on that because I feel like not only does it help out with mental strength, right? It also helps them out in the future, mentality wise, going into businesses, right? Going into school, college, always having confidence in your ability. And that's one thing a lot of players like nowadays. And it's because it all comes down to the coach and video gaming them, right? Restricting them.
Heather said it last week. Mm-hmm. She said, I can't keep giving you the information.
Yeah, facts.
Because then you won't be decision makers.
Yeah, she said that, yeah.
Yeah, we've got to put you on the field and you've got to solve the problems. Yeah. As coaches, we'll give you the tools, we'll give you the arsenal, right? And we'll set you up, etc. And we'll teach you about the game. But ultimately, when you step over that white line and you're playing, it's you. You've got to figure this out.
Yeah.
You know.
I always tell my boys, I'm like, hey guys, look, we're losing 2-0 right here, right? I'm gonna tell you the tactics and what I feel like I see that could help out improve your game in this situation. But when you go out on that field, it's you and the ball. I can't be in there with you, right? I can't go in there, hold your hands, and this is where you need to be at. You also have to have the desire and the hunger to want to win those ball back, right? The moment you lose the ball, right? This is my philosophy. 5 seconds to win it back.
Right.
There's no walking back. There's no tracking back. I'm on my players about that. Energy, because guess what? Another player will come off the bench and he wants to play. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you play because you at practice, you have the technical ability. But this other player is hungry and will come off the bench and will, work his butt off. So it's all about hard work for me. Like that Jose Mourinho kind of tactics. Very hard work off the ball. And Manuel Pellegrini from Real Betis. Yeah. That's one of my favorite coaches.
Used to manage at Manchester City.
That's my favorite team, Okay. So, and Manuel Pellegrini, when they won that, I think it was 2012 or 2011. No, I think it was 2012 actually. The next year, the way they played that year in the Premier League, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that was probably that was when I became an actual Man City fan because I'm watching David Silva, Yaya Toure in the midfield, yo, who are these guys? The way they're moving the ball, dun 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 dun, space. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have Aguero 1v1s all the time. Very composed, just slides it past to the net, you know? Like, style, like, it's good football, you know, when you watch that.
Did you watch the game a lot in Nigeria?
I watched a lot of,
like, do they
Chelsea games.
What league you did? So they've got what access? I mean, I don't know how the TV networks work over there.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm assuming the Premier League, for example, is a worldwide audience.
Yeah.
So did you get the English Premier League? Did you get the Spanish games? Did you get like the German games? Did you the people? Because like I think Nigeria is similar to England. Right. Is that you're football crazy? Yeah. You're soccer mad. Yeah. And you watch it a lot. Did you watch it a lot as a kid?
No, yeah. So my dad watched it. So when my dad is watching, I'm watching it with him, right? Because, you know, this is around when I'm like 8, 7, you know. And when I'm watching the Chelsea games with my pops, right, I'm looking at the games and I'm like, yo, this game is boring. Right. But the reason why I thought it was boring is because I'm not watching the flair. Okay. I'm seeing numbers, right? The positional awareness, like as at a young age, you know, like, you know, you ever seen there's this one movie where you see the numbers. You ever seen the meme where the guy's like looking up and you see the different numbers in them? Yeah.
You talking about The Hangover?
Yeah, the Chinese guy. Okay, there you go. Yeah, you seen that? Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. So, so like, you know, I start seeing numbers, and so to me at a young age, I thought it was boring. Like I really did, because
have you always been analytical?
I'm super. Yeah, I'm very smart. Yeah, I am very analytical.
I have found that as a coach ever since I started coaching. Yeah. I can't watch the game. Just kind of like just relax and just watch it freely and just don't think about things like that. I'm always looking at the shape of the back four or how they're pressing or the wingers sliding in.
Exactly.
Sometimes I just want to sit down and enjoy the game.
But
I'm a Tottenham fan, so I can't really enjoy any games at the moment. But do you know what I mean? Do you...
No, I definitely.
It's always. Is it always the tactical side for you?
It's always tactical, and sometimes, you know, like I'll be talking to Eldon, right? Eldon is like one of the most smartest, youngest guy I've ever met, and this guy, like when we talk about soccer, like football, it's all numbers with him, super like numbers, like. You know, he's telling me how many players to draw out of position. You know, when this player has the ball, what is the other reaction of this fullback? You know, especially even with Noel. When I talk about tactics with Noel, like Noel was very like I remember he was telling me what to do like before a game, kind of like tactical awareness. You know, especially like when my fullback has the ball, where does my wingers place? You know, so it's always tactics with me. You know, always tactics, and sometimes I try to limit it so that the boys could just play. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard when you have this idea and you want to implement it, but then you also got to. This is where being a good coach comes in, right? You sit back and you're like, these kids are like 10, 11. Let them just ball.
We need to let them play.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
At least, 30 minutes free play at the end of a training session.
And then, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah. So, but I'm addicted to this game, man. I love this game. It's like my rice and butter. My bread and butter, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
You watch it a lot?
I watch it a lot. I'm obsessed.
Not enough. I mean, we watch it a lot back in England, especially as kids as well. And it sounds like you were doing the same in Nigeria. Sure. I don't think enough of our kids over here in America watch the game.
I agree with you,
I don't think they watch the game.
Oh my God, yo.
Even if it's just to look, hey, I'm a left back. I just need to go and watch the left back of my favourite team or the left back of Real Madrid or Barcelona or whoever, and just study that. And study their position, but I don't know. It's a culture. Again, I think it's a cultural thing, but not enough of our younger players watch the game. I agree with you. But it's also a different generation now as well.
It is.
It's a completely different generation.
I 100% agree with you. I talk to my players and I'm like, yo, did any of you guys watch the Liverpool Man City game?
Oh, I mean, how many would put their hands up?
They're like, I'll have like maybe 2 or 3. They're like, yes, I watched it. Did you see the goal? You know,
out of what, 10?
I'm talking about it's like 12 players. You know, 13 players. Yeah. You know, and so one thing I started doing was like, I give them like little homeworks, right? Like, hey, like go home, look up a player that you like, and tell me what you like about this player. What position does he play? Most of them, Messi, Yamal. I'm like, hey, no.
Yeah, that's good. No,
you know what I'm saying? No, I mean, that's good too, but I want them to go into details, like, because they're superstars, right? So they could just go on. It's easy. Go on Instagram, look up, skills, and then you see Yamal, you're like, okay, cool, bam, I wrote that down. He's number 19, So, but stuff like that, it's like, I want them to actually go into details, right? Because growing up, I went into details. I did my research, like, I grew up around the Chelsea era where Essien was playing, Drogba, Mikel Obi, Mata too. I think Mata was there. Fabregas, I think Anelka too.
Yeah.
Anelka,
Yeah. A
yeah.
little bit of a
You know what I'm saying?
there, yeah.
Like Cole, if I'm not mistaken, like they're like ballers, right? So, and what I did was I'm going back into details, right? I'm seeing like, okay, what position did they play? You know what I'm saying? Like how were they getting the best out of themselves in this area of the field? You know, what are their stats? You know, like stuff like that. But I feel like kids nowadays, they kind of look into like the game, and they kind of look for just more the skill, and which is cool, you know what I'm saying. But I want them to go in more into details, like understand why you actually love this game, because it's not just about I'm here and then I'm not there, in and out. I wanted you to be actually committed, fully committed. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe in. But
so you've just done the C license.
Yeah.
So we can talk about tactics and all that. What did you make of it?
Oh man, it was, I ain't gonna lie, it had me like I was a little worried at first, in the first half, but it ended up being fairly simple. I think just doing the work, you actually end up being success.
What are they asking you to do?
So what didn't they ask us? I think one of the most scary part was the coaching the kids, in front of Coach Daniel too, and then you got to see. But not so structure is a big thing. Organization, especially like letting them play, less, telling them about this and that, and more kind of letting them just try to figure out themselves, like, find a solution. Now also what you do in your practice, right? The areas of the field, the goals that you use, like the pugs, the meaning, stuff like that. So all that stuff, like, when I took it back to SA United, it really made me a better coach, because now I'm implementing the idea and stuff that I really want for them, that I see that I can implement into the practice now because of that, the license. I learned a lot.
How do they want you to structure your training sessions? Because we all know there's multiple ways of doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Whole part whole.
Yeah.
Or which used to be like play, practice, play.
Yeah.
The traditional method, right, of like a warm up, technical,
Yeah.
small sided game, expanded game, and so on. What's the structure of the C license at the moment? How do they want you running your training sessions?
So first thing is first, right? The area of the field, the game movement of the play. So like, is it an attacking session? Is it a defending session? Is it a transitioning session? Is it transition into attacking or transition into defending? So all those little details matter, right? So those four game moments, right? How can you implement that into your practice session?
Right.
So if you know that you're working on an attacking session, right? You want to work in the attacking third of the field, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and then whatever session that you have planned, like maybe it could be breaking the lines, or finding or switching the play, providing forward options to play forward, stuff like that. So, like, just little details that you want to work on, and then putting that into a session where all of everybody's kind of involved. Because I hate when players sit out. Mm-hmm. I hate that.
No lines, no laps, no lectures.
You know what I'm saying? Because especially like boys are so like, like, next thing they're like talking to their homie, like, yo, did you see about that girl? Like, yo, shut up, man. Like, focus on the practice session.
Right.
Like, man, I love my boys, man. They're so funny.
So, yeah, well, let's move on to that then, because we start back again tomorrow night.
Yes, we do. I'm excited, though.
You're looking forward to the spring?
I'm so excited.
Any sort of goals or objectives or aspirations, for it?
Always growth. Growth is number one. Not only growth, sportsmanship. Reflecting on what we learned last year, how can we implement it into this year and be better?
Yeah.
Build off of that, especially with the with the older boys, the academy too. They're transitioning into 9v9, so competitive. So which I'm excited about going into next year, because I think the stuff that they've learned from academy, since literally they were 4v4s, or 3v3s, Rising Stars, to, what I'm saying, now 9v9. They're going into this adulthood, right? Like, or like miniature manhood, and this is when it gets really aggressive, right? It's cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you have to be very, very, you have to have this dog about you, like this aggressiveness nature, and that's how you become the best players, So I'm excited, man. I'm definitely happy to see all my boys back. Brandon, Seth, definitely Noel, Ivan too.
Yeah.
Alex, all of them, Mike, yeah.
Well, it sounds like you built up quite a good relationship with a lot of our staff.
Yeah. Mo, yeah. they're good people. Like that's why I like about this club is the familyness. You know what I'm saying? The togetherness.
We've got a really good staff.
Yes, we do.
We've got a very good staff.
We do.
And we all get on with each other.
Yeah.
We all bounce ideas off each other. We all support each other and got each other's back. And I think that's, like you said there, what separates us sometimes is that it's like, that essence of family.
It is.
Right? We feel like one big family.
It is.
You know.
I want us to grow as a club and always keep growing because I think we're doing fantastic. Like the opportunities that we're creating for this players is beautiful, man. Like, you know, we're creating futures of tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Like presidents, lawyers, professional players, you know, even whatever path they decide to take in life, if it's soccer or not soccer, we're still implementing something that is nobody could ever buy. You know, discipline. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So I'm excited about it.
That's awesome. To finish up on, a couple of weeks ago, or an episode 1 with Brendan, we chatted a little bit about, you know, some standout players for us. You know, we talked about the DPL program and who were some of the players that had really had a good full season. Is there any shout outs you want to do before we wrap it up? Is anyone like really impressed and maybe has shown that leadership quality, or when the chips have been down or we're struggling, has really stood up to be counted for? Is there anyone there that has impressed you, or you're looking forward to seeing their growth over the next 6 to 12 months?
Let me see. Now, honestly, most of my boys, all of them, honestly, I'm so proud of them. The ones that I would say shout out specifically is with my 14s, Beckett Larson. He's a good player. A very good player. Also Azaria and Collins Amali, you know. Everybody else on that team, they're all really good players. Like, honestly, all of them, they've been so good. Especially at the end of the season, the way they accelerated into their bliss, like they just kept scoring.
Yeah.
Like the team that was not scoring just started flooding every goals, you know.
Oh, we need strikers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Across the board, we need strikers, man. So,
you know, and then with my 13s, I really would say Kyle Monroe. Kyle Monroe is really, he's grown a lot, you know, from when I first started. He's a beast, man. That kid's good. Balo, Tyler Gothi. There's some pretty standout players on those 13s. Isaac Payero. That's another beast, man. That little boy is a little small Mexican kid, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little he's gone. You know, super technical. He plays the 6 for me though.
Oh yeah.
Because he just has that awareness. Like you know, he could play 6'8". You know, rotate, and it's very good.
You read the game well.
Very well.
He reads the game well. Okay, good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you know, those. By then, for my academy boys, they're going to 9v9. Luke Cheek. That's my boy Luke Cheek. Very, very. He's impressed me a lot. I've had him since 4v4, and every year he just gets better.
Yeah.
Better. Like, it's so impressive, you know, and I just can't wait to see his future because I know he's gonna do great things. You know, awesome. Like I'm so proud of him. Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah,
well, look, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's been really cool.
Yeah.
Hearing about it.
Yeah.
And look, good luck this spring.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, go and get after it.
Yeah.
And I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much.
On the field as well.
You got to give you the Nigerian goodbye now. Odabo. Bad guy, yes, sir.
Odabo. All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I need to learn some more. You need to keep on teaching me. It's very cool.
I got you, man.
Actually, I do remember also, I don't know if you did it to anyone else. Maybe I'm your favourite.
No,
But remember when you gave me Nigerian food?
Yes. So I gave Seth.
Oh, did you?
I mean, like, it's not, you know, because Seth's my boy.
Yeah,
too,
I know.
You know
for a minute there, it was just me.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yeah.
And then I gave Brandon, but Brandon said...
not enough protein in it.
No, maybe that too, because that boy is buff, bro. What's it called? He said he opened it up and then went to go get something, and the ants just swamped it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you can't leave that, bro.
You can't. It was delicious.
The ants smell the deliciousness.
Yeah, it was
you know
amazing. So anytime you're cooking up some more Nigerian food,
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, I got a restaurant, so definitely, like, once, you know, I'll bring you some place. I'll make you fat.
Okay. My wife will appreciate that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shubby.
Yeah, man.
Good luck in the spring, man.
Thank you so much, man. God
brilliant.
bless you, bro.
Thank you so much,
sir.
man.
Yes.